Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another exciting episode of This Is Our Life. Real fast for our daughter, I'm going to make a video for you. I don't know when yet, but I'm going to make one for you. This is something that popped into my head the other day. We went to Mihiliscos, and then I don't know if it was the same day or not. We were at the market, and I go down I guess they call it the international aisle or whatever. They have Hispanic, what they call Hispanic and Asian foods. I lived in Texas for 40 years. I'm originally, whoops, there's my keyboard. I'm originally from Spain. I'm a Celt, okay? I'm Celtic. But
Mexican food.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like up here, much of the time, I feel Hispanic. I think a lot of that has to do with having lived in San Antonio for so long. That was the predominant culture, and I guess I just kind of fit in, being Spanish. I fit into, I fit in here and I fit in over here, but I don't fit in there or there, if you understand what I'm saying. I would probably get along much better in Central and South American countries, and Mexico. Mexico is part of North America. Mexico. Then I would say in Ireland or Germany or France. I would definitely get along, well, at one time anyway, I would have gotten along quite well in Spain.
Now it sounds like Spain's a...
Yeah, it sounds like Spain's got a...
disaster area.
Yeah. But, I mean, I feel Hispanic a lot of the times. I'm not Hispanic. I'm a Spanish Celt. I mean, that's the best way I can describe myself, because I'm of Celtic blood, I'm of Spanish birth, but you can be a Celt and be from Spain. It's just I'm not from that part of Spain. Well, actually, you can be a Celt and be from any part of Spain. But the cultural area of Spain, up in Galicia, I'm not from that region. I'm from the south. I'm from Andalusia, Andalusia. Anyway, but up here, it's like I look at the menu at Mihiliscos. Oh, this, I like this and this and this. I know what these things are on the menu. I don't need anything translated for me. I go to the market and I'm like, well, you have this and this, but what about that, and that you don't have?
I have to look at the little sidebar they put on the menu.
Oh, yeah.
So what's the ones that are flat? They're with like a towel on top. Enchilada. They're like a tostada.
A tostada?
Is that what it is?
Tostada, yeah, it's crispy.
But it has like a flat.
Yeah, it's flat.
Like a salad on top of it.
Yeah, and
that's what I don't really care for.
Yeah, see, my wife has to, look at the English.
Well, just for that, basically. I forget what it is.
But
a lot of stuff on there.
Spanish is my native language, although I don't really speak it anymore. But it's like, what was that? Armadillos. There used to be this place in Keene called Armadillos. It was a burrito restaurant.
Stupid idiots that decided to close it.
Yeah, they decided to close it. And
shit beat out of them.
Normally, I would not have, back in Texas, probably would not have gone to a restaurant like that. But up here, that was frankly, until Mihiliscos opened up, was the best freaking Mexican restaurant up here.
Up here, their idea of seasoning is salt and pepper and occasionally some cinnamon.
Yeah, and
otherwise it's like, it's gonna bite me, it's gonna bite me.
Yeah, yesterday we were at the market and I picked up some poblano chilies. They had them listed as hot chilies.
They're not hot.
They're not hot chilies, people.
Well, to them they are.
Yeah, I'm like,
well, maybe it's just the guy who does the programming for all the computers, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm like, and I'm looking for food that, frankly, back in San Antonio, I could go buy a 50-pound or 25-pound bag of beans, and I can't do that up here. We did find 2-pound bags of pinto beans at Aldi's, but Aldi's is in Vermont.
But it's not that far away.
True. But I mean, they have a new one,
But,
relatively
like,
new one.
rice, if we could find an Asian food store, then you could get to like your 50-pound bag of rice.
Yeah.
If you find an Asian food store, you probably find, I don't know about beans there though.
Mhm. So, you know, it's like, I don't know, you know, I mean, the culture that I was a part of for so long, it's still a part of me. So, I don't know. I mean, it's, you know, I'm white, obviously. I mean, I'm white. So up here, people, you know, oh, well, you know, you're just one of us. But, you know, if I invited you over to eat, you would probably be eating Mexican food.
Unless you don't like Mexican.
No, well, yeah.
That too.
I mean, to me, the first thing I would think of would be what people consider Mexican food, which to me is just food. You know, I don't think of it as Mexican food or Tex-Mex or anything like that. To me, that's just what you eat. But up here, that's not just what you eat. And I would actually have to, you know, like my wife was just saying, you know, I'd actually have to, well, what would you like to eat? Or if I fix this, would that be okay? Because I'm going to fix enchiladas, or I'm going to fix something that, you know, chile rellenos or something that a lot of people might not have even heard of before.
Here it's like Hamburgerville, kind of.
You know.
And seafood.
Yeah. Well, you know what? My wife had
seafood,
my wife had a chicken fried steak the other day. It actually looked good. I was leery. That's why I didn't order it. But after they served it to her, I was like, hey, that actually looks pretty good.
He almost took it away from me.
So I'm like,
like, hey.
So my
I had to slap his hand.
So those who know that I have a hearing deficit. Then that night, my wife said, well, why don't we go to Wendy's? I thought she was saying Lindy's again.
Well, it sounds
similar.
The same.
And so I was like, yeah, you know, but
getting Lindy's again. I'm
yeah,
like, oh, God.
I was going to get the chicken fried steak, you know, but you know, that's sort of a Texas dish, but I'm like, I don't know, you know, I mean, you know, and then I lived in Asia for 5 years, so like there are also things that, you know, Asian things that they don't have up here, you know, that's the Mexican and Asian items in the grocery store, they just don't have a lot of it. And to me, I'm like, oh, well, you know, I can make something with this, but you don't have this, and that. So maybe I won't make it after all. You know, but, you know, like we went to San Antonio, we weren't there but for a couple of hours at best. We probably spent most of that time on the bus. But,
we did get to the grocery store.
Yeah. I mean, if it was financially feasible, which believe me, it's not, we could go down there like every couple of months and just buy the place out and then come back up here, but we can't do that. And I have yet to have.
You're not getting me on no damn Greyhound bus again.
I was
about ready to beat the asshole in front of me.
I've yet to have a tamale up here. I've seen a tamale once or twice up here, but
that's the ones they cook in the
corn husk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, wasn't that what I had on my plate too?
It may have been, but that's not what I would have.
Well.
It's a New England tamale.
Hey, it's a bunch of Mexicans that run the place, though.
Yeah. I mean, and there's another thing. You know, in San Antonio, I tended to avoid Jalisco-style restaurants. But it's the best thing it's the best thing we have. Now we have what, margaritas, Chili's.
It's ungodly expensive.
Yeah, margaritas is like.
Chili's is kind of Mexican name only.
Yeah, it's white people's Mexican food. And what's,
well, it's not authentic.
You know, what's that one on the square? Anyway, there's one on the town square in Keene.
Not burritos. So it's kind of funky Mexican name.
Yeah, and it's
Pedrazas.
like Pedrazas. It's very nouveau, which is like, to me, it's like.
We ate there once. It was about all we could do to stomach it.
So
for him.
Yeah, so if you want Mexican food, go to Mijiliscos. I think they're doing pretty decent business, which is good. Maybe I should see if they have a Facebook page. If they do, I'll
If
share
you
it.
want Mexican food, don't look for it up here.
Yeah.
You're not gonna find it.
Yeah, and one thing that I'm used to is when you go into a Mexican restaurant and you order 'em, you always get 2 flour tortillas, or your choice, flour or corn, but usually it's flour. Up here, they charge you for that. Well, for some dish,
It's ridiculous.
some dishes it'll come with a tortilla, usually one. Like once between us, they gave us 3 tortillas.
Yeah.
Okay.
You shouldn't charge for tortillas.
Yeah, you shouldn't. Now, some of the dishes actually come with 1 or 2, but other dishes, most of the dishes, you have to ask for them and they charge you for them. But they give you chips. Well,
So what?
yeah. So
You have to
anyway,
scoop up the stuff with the chips.
and
I guess you could, but
the sauce, the what they call the hot sauce, it's not bad. It's not exactly. Mm,
Mexican hot.
yeah, it's not what they would have served in San Antonio.
Well,
But
it's different, honey.
yeah, but it's still good. I mean, it's definitely not something I'd turn my nose up at, but just, you would think after 3 years I would,
Mr. Nitpicky there.
but 40 years in Texas and most of that in San Antonio. It's like, my wife says I should open a Mexican restaurant.
You'd probably run all the others out of business.
Yeah. Yeah,
everything is fat. Food up here is expensive. Restaurants are expensive.
And I would be making puffy tacos and gorditas.
Going to Wendy's almost cost us $20.
Oh.
Yow!
So.
Well, don't they put a lot of tax on them?
Yeah, there's a hot food and beverage tax.
Yeah.
That's the only sort of sales tax we have, people. But.
And there's like a something on the hotels, I think, isn't there?
I think there is. And there's a campsite tax too.
That makes no sense.
No.
Sense.
But anyway, it's just I guess 40 years in a place and then being where I'm from. Although Spanish food and Mexican food there's nothing similar about them. Nothing whatsoever. So please don't get that idea. But anyway, I just thought I would talk about that. Y'all have a great day. And again, for our daughter, we will be making a video for you, just not right this minute. Don't know when, and don't think we're going to do it, 5 minutes from now or an hour from now. I have no idea when we're going to do it, but we're going to do it. It may take days, it may take weeks, it may take seconds, it may take minutes or hours. I don't know, but we're going to get it done.
We've been kind of busy this week.
Yeah, and we actually found something in the backseat of the car that is yours that didn't get sent to you. So
what?
I can't say because then she would.
Oh, that one thing. There's a